and we're going to create a new scene. So we'll call this image. Oops. So now in this images scene, you'll see there's no sources here. Easy way, what we can do is actually go into the first scene, and we were going to take our audio input and put it into this scene. The reason you want to do that is because you don't want to click to the next scene and then your audio disappear, and then you're scrambling to say what happened to my audio. So we'll just right click, we will copy, go into the image, and just right click in sources here, and paste reference. And now this is now in this scene as well. So, and now we have this scene. This is the image scene over here. As you can see with the transitions. So let's go over that quickly. Once you're in like different scenes, so if you click this scene, this is your preview, and then this is program, which is what's actually being shown. You can, let's say I wanted to go back to our camera view. We hit transition, it will switch it. So now this is what is being shown. This is here. You can still see, you can go back to the other one and show what's there. Again, just click back and forth, it will there. And you can see throughout all this, the audio input capture is always going to be showing and metering.
All right, so that's images, and now let's, videos is pretty much the same. The only difference is with video, it's gonna come with its own audio, not just you talking. So there's a few things that you wanna pay attention to in video. So let's try to add another scene and then sources to have video.
So we're gonna create a new scene with the video file. Again, there's, like you said, there's a couple ways to do it. What we'll do first is put the video actually in OBS. So you play to OBS and it would play for your the viewers online. So we're gonna make a new scene. We'll just call this video. So here's the video tab. Again, there's nothing in here yet. So let's just go back first into one of our scenes. Let's get this audio capture, copy, and paste the reference. So audio is in here in this video scene as well. So to input the actual video clip now, you're gonna hit the plus sign, going to go to media source. We'll create a new media source there. This one is a pre-existing one, but we'll just ignore that. Media source, name it whatever you want to name it. Just like with images, you're gonna locate the file, hit the browse icon. It'll come into whichever folder you have your video files, and we will just select a video. Let's select this one. Hit OK. Sorry, to come down here, you don't need to trouble it, but just an FYI, you can have the option of loot, restart, and the speed and other things here. Make sure that we don't trouble this unless you want to, because this will change the speed of the video, either fast or slow. We'll just leave that as is, okay. So now you'll notice that there's still nothing showing up here. So that's because the video is not playing yet. So once we hit the transition in this scene, it will play. The reason why this way is not ideal is because what you want to do is try to do this setup before you actually live stream, because as you see when I hit transition, the video is not filling the frame because of however the video was shot. So what you actually want to do is, actually we'll just play it. You want to actually like resize it or to the proper frame. And now let's just stop it again. So now we're back here. This is our church is going on. I want to play the video for the viewers. Hit transition, and it's filling up the frame as it should. The issue with this is that no one in the sanctuary no one in here can see the video. However, they are still able to hear it again if you're through the mixer board, and again, that's a bit more technical. We'll have to go into that another time. But if you go into the So if you go into the actual media source here, you see it's playing, it's metering. This little gear here, right click, advanced audio properties. So you want for the media source to be showing monitor and output. So click this little down arrow here, monitor and output. So monitor is off at the time. You can monitor only and mute the output. Don't do that, monitor and output. And now you might not be able to hear it, but it's coming through the house speakers at this time. Just the volume using this here. You don't want it to be too hot, but we're okay. What you'll notice is that right now you're not seeing the tool to be able to pause the video or stop or restart it. You have to go back into the video here, make sure this is selected, and now you can see you can scrub through. This is actually a newer feature. You can actually scrub through to different parts of the video if it's, let's say you want only a certain section of a video that file that you're playing. But again, this is not ideal because you don't, like, no one in the sanctuary can see the video, only the people online. So we're going to take you to the other method.
Usually most churches will have a screen projector in their church, so that way people can see, you know, lyrics or whatever Bible verses that you're showing. So through OBS, you're able also to capture what your projector is playing. So whether you're using Easy Worship or Pro Presenter or whatever else that you may be using to use inside your house, OBS can capture that too. So if you play it on your projector, then both people inside the building can see, and also people online can also see. So Yvonne is going to take you through that way right now and show you how to do that.
So we here at Rest, we use Easy Worship. So what we're going to do is we're going to the media section, and we're going to select, well, it might not be the same file, but let's select this one here. So this file here now, if we were to double click it and start it, you'll hear that it's playing in the background. It's playing on the projector that we can see, and it is playing in here in Easy Worship. To get this in OBS, however, we have to make another scene. So again, we're going to make a new scene. We'll just call it projector. Let's see if the paste reference is still there for audio. It is. Wonderful. Just again, just right click and then paste reference. So for the projector here, we're going to add in this source of the, where is it? Display capture. There it is. Escape capture. I'll just leave it as is. Again, name it something. So in display capture, because we have on the computer the other display, like the projector's hooked up, we can hit this little drop down here, and it will show display 2. Display 2. So this is exactly what's showing on our projector right now. So now see that it's up here. Audio input capture is there. Again, we have to resize it. So let's just do a quick resize. Our projector is slightly misaligned. We'll just leave it something quick like this. So now if we go back, so we're starting over on the projector. So again, it's blank right now. Let's do a run through. This is here. So church is going on over here in the program mode. We're going to add what we're seeing on the projector. Nothing right now. But let's say, for instance, we have the welcome page still up. That's what OBS is showing, so you can see this is our welcome page. So church going on, they cue to cut to the praise and worship session. We transition over. This is what the projector is showing right now. Now we can go into Easy Worship, and we can play the video file.
So doing it this way through, I'm just going to turn the volume down a little bit, but doing it this way through your Easy Worship or Pro Presenter, whatever your church uses, that way both people inside the sanctuary can see it, and also people who are online watching it can see it at the same time. So it's all synced and everybody knows what's going on at the same time. So if your church is only doing online and no one is actually in the building, maybe except for maybe yourself or whatever the case is, then you can just do it all through OBS. But if you have people in the building who also may need to see what's going on, I would suggest you do it through your Easy Worship Pro Presenter, and that way everybody knows what's going on.
So let's just go back a second before we forget. When you do this as well, for, like I said, it's an outside source. The audio for that source is not coming into the feed yet. So what I had to do was, in the projector setting, we are going to show the desktop audio for the computer, so the computer audio. So what you would do is go into the settings, audio tab, and then desktop audio. This was already set as disabled. And if we actually put it to disabled, it should disappear. Yeah. So again, if we're playing the video, we can hear it here in the sanctuary, but in OBS, they're only hearing just the mic pickup.
So if I turn down the volume here in the sanctuary, it's not really picking up much of the sound.
So what we want to do now is, let's pause this. What we want to do is we want to, in OBS, in this scene, the projector scene, go to the settings, go to the audio, and desktop audio. Desktop audio, want to make sure you can just put it as